The Cosmopolitan is widely recognized as one of the nicest and most luxurious resorts on the Strip. I'm back for my first stay in nearly a decade to see if it still lives up to the hype and its comparatively steep price tag. I booked one night in a terrace studio, which comes with an outdoor balcony and cost $192.75, which is inclusive of the resort fee and taxes. The terrace studio is a rung above Cosmopolitan's cheapest baseline city rooms, which come with less square footage and no balcony. The Cosmopolitan was acquired by MGM Resorts in 2022, but only recently was folded into the MGM Rewards loyalty program. Unlike other MGM properties, Cosmopolitan doesn't yet offer mobile check-in and keys, so I had the distinct pleasure of checking in at the hotel registration desk. I say distinct pleasure because few hotel lobbies in Las Vegas match this level of wow factor. I arrived at 9 a.m. and unsurprisingly, my room wasn't quite ready. The hotel front desk handed me 2 unprogrammed room keys and told me I'd receive a text message the moment my room was ready and that those 2 room keys would be programmed to work with the room, so I wouldn't need to stop back at the front desk, and I thought that was a really nice touch. The front desk also handed me 2 waters the moment I stepped up, which I thought was a really nice gesture and pretty rare in Las Vegas. They even have tablets built into the front desk so that you can peruse dining options and activities while you're checking in. I received a text at 12:32 p.m. letting me know my room was ready, and that's well in advance of Cosmopolitan's standard check-in time. Just a great guest experience all around so far. The Cosmopolitan's elegance was on display as I made my way up to the room. The elevators were dark and luxurious and even had decorative LED screens on the back wall, and the hotel hallways matched that vibe. The Terrace Studio offers a generous 730 square feet of space, which is used to provide a living area equipped with a sectional couch and coffee table, a work desk, and TV 1 of 2 in the room that felt to be well sized for the task at hand. A fun touch, there was a large image-rich coffee table book detailing art installations around the world. It's always nice to leave a hotel a little bit more cultured than when you arrived. As you'd expect in a higher-end property, there was a stocked dry and refrigerated minibar, and the refrigerated minibar even offered some empty freezer space. Somehow I resisted the urge to spend $10 on a tiny bag of Cheez-Its. I was also pretty stoked to find a second completely empty mini fridge in the next cupboard over. On the countertop next to the minibar was a tablet that foretold the weather, served guest service needs, and offered room controls, but mine wasn't working and I didn't really care to contact the administrator to get it fixed. No biggie. The bedroom area was highlighted by the king bed, which was shoved up against a decorative accent wall, was fashionably illuminated, and was equipped with a bench at the end as well as a padded headboard. The bed was pointed at the second of 2 TVs in the room, and both thankfully offered a modern channel guide. A unique touch, the bed was also outfitted with pop-out reading lights, and there were both traditional outlets and USB ports bedside for charging devices. Even the closet felt luxurious with a pink and metallic wallpaper, which was home to a couple robes and a safe. Aside from the extra square footage, the reason you book a terrace studio is the balcony that comes with seating and a great view. Disappointingly, I was on the Aria side of the tower as opposed to the side with a view of the fountains of Bellagio, but it's still magical and a worthy upgrade. Note that you can guarantee yourself a fountain view by booking a terrace studio labeled as such on Cosmopolitan's website. It just costs a little bit extra. The terrace studio's bathroom matched the swagger level of the rest of the room and had a massive tile shower with a bench, a separate water closet with some pretty fun and differentiated wallpaper, a deep soaking tub, and a dual sink vanity topped by 2 illuminated and a separate illuminated makeup mirror. Bath products were provided by 5 Wits. So what's not to like? When I do hotel room reviews, I get down on my hands and knees looking for dusty corners, rogue hairs, etc., and this was an immaculate room. That said, there are a few indications that Cosmopolitan's starting to show her age a little bit. In the bathroom, there was wallpaper peeling away from the wall behind the toilet, and some of the joints and grout lines around the shower could stand to be freshened up a bit. It's getting a little nasty in there. The entryway mirror was also pretty beat up. There was also a pretty dark scuff on top of the dividing wall between the bedroom and the living area. None of these items really impacted my stay, but I think it's fair to expect better at the elevated price point that Cosmopolitan typically commands. The room also just felt really dark, especially after sunset, and that could be intentional, but a little more light, especially in the living area, couldn't hurt. Let's shift focus to the broader resort experience at Cosmopolitan, and there is a lot of ground to cover here. Let's start with the resort's location, right in the middle of the strip. It doesn't get much better. You're gonna be steps away from numerous other resorts. And since Cosmopolitan is now part of the MGM Resorts family, a new indoor walkway connects the property to Vdara, Bellagio, and Aria. Although reaching Aria does require you to take about 15 steps outside. The Cosmopolitan has two distinct pool scenes. The first, their Boulevard pool deck, is located on the rooftop near the front of the property and offers amazing views of surrounding resorts on the Strip. It's a beautiful scene and easily ranks as one of my favorite pools to kick back at in Las Vegas. In the winter, the pool transforms into a skating rink, which costs $30 daily, although skate rentals are extra. The second option, Cosmopolitan's Chelsea pool, is located on the south side of the tower and stays open and heated throughout the winter months. Like Cosmopolitan's Boulevard pool deck, the Chelsea pool offers great views and is a gorgeous scene in and of itself. There are even lockers available to rent if needed. When I say food and drink options at the Cosmopolitan are wide-ranging, I am not speaking in hyperbole. According to the website, there are 27 food and drink destinations scattered about the property that range from inexpensive breakfast sandwiches at Egg Slut to high-end steakhouses and celebrity chef restaurants. My go-tos over the years have been the Wicked Spoon Buffet, which is a top 3 buffet on the Strip, ranked right behind Bacchanal at Caesars and the buffet at Wynn. Wicked Spoon is open daily for breakfast and brunch, specializing in higher-end food, plated individually, and with some visual appeal. My favorite items are the shrimp and grits and angry mac and cheese, which has some kick. Unfortunately, dinner service is not currently offered. Considering my level of financial stinginess, I'm also drawn to the Block 16 Urban Food Hall, which offers a variety of quick serve options like fried chicken, donuts, rice bowls, sandwiches, and more, at a comparatively inexpensive price point when compared to sit-down restaurants. Secret Pizza is akin to a speakeasy for pizza by the slice. It's unmarked, but this record-lined hallway on the 3rd floor between Blue Ribbon and Jaleo leads right to it. Cheap, effective, rock solid. While it's been a while since I bellied up to the Chandelier Bar, I've spent an embarrassing amount of time staring at it and photographing it. It's a stunner, and I feel empathy for the employee tasked with keeping it dust-free. Although drinks aren't going to be inexpensive, I do recommend you slink into one of Cosmopolitan's speakeasy experiences while you're at the resort. Ghost Donkey's entrance is located in the back wall of the Block 16 Urban Food Hall, and you'll know you're in the right spot if you see a white donkey on the door. Once inside, you'll be treated to a small New York City mezcal and tequila bar that also serves nachos. The Barbershop's entrance is located behind a door labeled Janitor in the back of this real-world functioning barbershop. The lounge is gorgeous and offers live music or karaoke almost nightly. My favorite speakeasy at Cosmopolitan, though, is the Ski Lodge, which offers an instant escape to a snowy mountain retreat. The entrance is near the Wicked Spoon Buffet and is marked with a bronze skier. The bartenders are so much fun, and the old fashions are top tier. Cosmopolitan's gaming floor is one of the prettiest in Las Vegas, with a near over-the-top level of swankiness. While I'm a table games player, I'm not affluent enough to play at Cosmo, where minimums for games like craps and blackjack were $25, and that was early in the morning. It only escalated from there. This relegated me to burn my cash on the slots, but I was amazed by how fast and furious drinks were coming. I couldn't even finish half a bottle of beer before they were back, asking if I was ready for more. The sportsbook also isn't the biggest in town, but I love its look. It punches above its weight. While I would argue that Cosmopolitan's decor strategy and the resort in general is a work of art in and of itself, there are a good number of traditional pieces of art scattered around the property that are fun to explore that include wall art vending machines, images of vintage Las Vegas performers, a sculpture depicting a dog and rabbit with human bodies riding on a donkey, and a woman made entirely of wires. This was my first day at the Cosmopolitan in nearly a decade, and it's easy to confirm. She still got it. The resort just reeks of luxury and has every amenity that one could hope for. While it's likely time for a little bit of a room refresh just to get them dialed back in, the room product is still spectacular, and having a balcony is so much fun. If you're considering booking Cosmopolitan, spend a little extra for that balcony, period. Nothing beats sitting out there taking in Vegas from above at the end of a long day with a cocktail in hand. It's been so long since I stayed at Cosmopolitan last, primarily because of how cost prohibitive it's been. But I'm excited to see what kind of deals and offers come through now that she's fully integrated into the MGM Rewards loyalty program. If you're on the fence or you've been a little bit wishy-washy about staying at Cosmopolitan, let me give you the shove you need. Click the book button. You're gonna love it.